My name is Iesha, and this is my story.
Amazing grace, how sweet.
My mom was an addict. She put me out when I was 13, due to her addiction. I'm grateful to God I can forgive her now. I wasn't able to. When I wasn't in church, I was not able to forgive my mom. I'm grateful that I can forgive her. I have my own my own family, and I tried not to be her. I wanted to be a better mom, a better person. I started using drugs, and I've been clean now for 24 years. I'm very grateful to God for that. So there's a God, because it's not me. I know I would have kept doing drugs. I was pregnant with my daughter. I found out at 6 months. I didn't know. It wasn't a decision I made. I just prayed. With my daughter, they told me that she wasn't going to make it. I went home after I had given birth, and I didn't even sit down yet. And they said to me, they were like, Miss Shakti, the phone. So I was like, who's calling? Who's calling? It was the hospital. They said, you need to come back right away. Something happened with the baby. I was like, what? So get back to the hospital. They're taking the tubes and everything off of her. And I'm like, well, what's going on? And they were like, she wasn't going to make it because of the addiction. And I just went in the corner and I said, Lord, if you leave my baby, I won't do drugs anymore. And it's like when I said that, I never saw a miracle in my life. I didn't even know what a miracle was. I mean, you couldn't even tell me about a miracle because I couldn't understand it. But that was my miracle that day. And when I said that, I said, Lord, if you leave her, I won't get high anymore. Just leave her because I have nothing. I don't have nothing. When I said that, the machine started back up, and they started putting the plugs back on her. And I'm like, well, what's going on? And they were like, come talk to her. So I was able to put my hand inside the incubator, and I started singing to her. So that was the day that I found Christ, and I started going to church, and I've been good ever since. My daughter is 24, and she graduated from King last year, and now I have a grandson. So I'm very grateful for that. When I first came to Street Light, it was different for me because I'm not prejudiced, but it was just like it's white people with black people with Spanish people with this person, it's addicts, they're alcoholics, and I'm like, they accept everybody. Like you don't have to be a certain way, and I appreciated that because no one judged you, and no one said, you are an addict or you drink or you do drugs, you can't come here. Everybody welcomed you with open arms, and we it just felt like there was so much love. And at a point in my life when I came here, I needed that love. I needed it. It was hard for me, and I needed to feel what Street Light had for me. So I'm grateful. I'm grateful for Street Light for that, because people don't understand love is very important. You think the world is so mean and cruel, but everybody's not like that. When I first started coming to Street Light, it was for the food pantry. I needed the help. To supplement until the next month. You're going into the end of the month, you run out of food for your kids, and then they helped me supplement. So I was coming then, and then they told me about the women's group, and I started coming there. And it was just so wonderful. And I was shy at first because, you don't want to tell people, you feel like this is my business and I'm not going to tell anybody my business. But when I started coming, I didn't feel like that anymore. I felt like I needed to share and tell someone else that, you can get off drugs. And, you feel ashamed that you were ever on drugs in the first place because you should have never done it. But it was good to let them know that if God can keep me clean, and I've been through a lot, believe me, not just the drug issue. I go through everyday life, and I haven't turned back. I started volunteering at the women's ministry. I love it. It's a beautiful thing. It helps me. Just to know that you can help somebody else, that's a good feeling because you don't always feel like you're important in life, with all the everyday hustle and bustle, being a mom, and your kid, you don't even think your kids appreciate you sometimes. But when you come to the women's ministry, they show that they care, and you get to do things for other people, and I think that's important. It makes me feel good to be able to help somebody else. A lot of the women that come to the Street Light events, they are still using. They're, like you said, they're divorcee. They're going through a divorce. They're going through a bad time with their children. Some of them, alcohol. Some of them just want to just overall change their lives around. Prostitution. It's a lot of, a lot of women come with different, different backgrounds. It's a wonderful thing that they can even come, and now they're at a point where they can share, and they're not worrying about being judged. You think you're alone. You think you're the only person going through this thing, and somebody else says, well, and you're like, wow, they're going through it too. And it just helps. It helps, and it opens up for you. It opens your heart. It opens your mind. It makes you want to be more grateful to God, knowing that you've gone through this thing, and He's been there for you. Like I tell people, God doesn't leave us. We leave God. And it's a good feeling to know that you can share your testimony finally, and to let people know God has done this for me. I didn't do it for myself, because we can't save ourselves. We would love to, but we can't save ourselves. And Streetlight teaches you that. They teach you that God is there for you, and that they are there for you. They have to be truly in God to treat you the way that they do. And that's just it's an awesome thing. It's an awesome feeling. It's a wonderful, wonderful place to be. I'm so grateful that they're in our lives, and with your help and support, they can continue to help us, me, myself, other people who need help as bad as I do. I'm just so very grateful, because we don't have a lot of programs like this in our community, and we need the love and support. I'm grateful for them. I'm grateful for all the love that they can give. And believe me, it helps so many of us. So many of us are so grateful that we could come together on certain nights and talk and praise the Lord. Everybody can't get to church, but we have a night that we come here in women's ministry, and we lift up God's name, and we get our psalms, and we sing. Oh my God, the singing is beautiful. The music is wonderful, and we're just in the spirit the whole time. And I'm so grateful that you guys can help out in any way that you can to keep us being able to come to Streetlight Missionary. Thank you.
Will be forever.